This is Jemimah from Federal Government Girls College, Akure, Ondo State in Nigeria. And today I'll be talking about mosquitoes. The lifestyle of mosquitoes are so interesting, and I bet after this video you want to study more about them. Today I'll be talking about, there are various species of mosquitoes, but today I'll be talking about the Anopheles, the coolest, and the Aedes mosquitoes. The Anopheles mosquitoes are known to be ground food breeders, although most of them are found to be in domestic runoff, gutters, and domestic containers. The Aedes mosquitoes prefer to breed in natural habitats like leaf holes, rock pools, and similar sites, while the coolest mosquitoes prefer to breed in freshwater habitat like ponds, ditches, and similar sites too. In general, the Anopheles mosquitoes prefer to breed in clean water. The coolest mosquitoes can breed in any kind of water, and the Aedes mosquito prefer artificial collections of water. The lifespan of mosquitoes is influenced by humidity and temperature, and the lifespan of mosquitoes ranges from 8 to several weeks. They have a long life. The mosquitoes require blood milk for development of their eggs. This is the reason why they bite, and this is the reason why they feed on both human and animal blood. And that's why we call them pests to us, because they are causing harm to us, and indirectly we are helping them develop their eggs. So that's why we need to be watchful of the gutters around our houses and keep them clean. The feeding habit of these mosquitoes, actually they feed from the evening to the early night, and this is when, and after this they rest. Some rest indoors and some rest outdoors. The choices of each species of mosquitoes differ from each other. Some prefer to feed on human blood, some prefer to feed on animal blood, and some prefer to feed on the two. The life cycle of mosquito is a complete metamorphosis, and this is egg to larva, larva to pupa, pupa to the adult. The first three stages of this occur in water, and this is why water is very, very essential for development of the mosquito larva. They need this mosquito larvae develop themselves in any kind of water, with the exception of a very cold environment. They cannot survive in very, very cold environments. Naturally, mosquitoes breed in the trees, but because of deforestation, they have been forced to move to the gutters and domestic containers. The mosquitoes are also very responsible for important and deadly diseases in the world, like dengue, malaria, yellow fever, and the likes. We have to keep it is the breeding site of these mosquitoes that help us to know for of mosquitoes is very, very useful for conducting anti-larval operations. In my school sometimes ago, we carried a research on mosquito larvae, and trust me, that moment was so amazing. We used the mosquito dipper for collecting larvae 5 times with the interval of 3 minutes, and this one is the microclipper lens for viewing the internal structure of the mosquito. That's where we knew that the mosquito has siphon and other and we knew the internal structures. Then, and as a rule, the male mosquitoes are short-lived. It is the female mosquitoes that have a longer lifespan. And in conclusion, you can make sure to clear your gutters, domestic runoffs, and other domestic containers, because the tiniest water is enough for a mosquito to breed their eggs. And use of mosquito nets, mosquito repellents should also be used to prevent the transmission of these diseases. To learn more about your environment and to learn about the organisms in them, you can be a member of NIC today. Thank you.